Greetings, Cavity Creeps. I have a new movie review, and it is for The Hunger Games. That is, of course, the Gary Ross film based on the Susan Collins novel. And the cast is Jennifer Lawrence as Katniss Everdeen, Josh Hutcherson as Peter Mellark, Woody Harrelson as Hey Mitch Abernathy, Wes Bentley as Crane, Elizabeth Banks as Effie Trinket, Donald Sutherland as President Snow, and let's see, Amanda Steinberg as Rue. And this is what we got going on. This is, of course, based on the Collins novel, which is generally it's a young adult novel. And I'll be honest, I'm very impressed about the complexity of this novel. I mean, I've of course familiar with good young adult novels, of course, the Harry Potter series, obviously, but this one really gets into some serious dark shit, I have to say. First off, let me just say that enough of this comparison between this and Twilight. I mean, it's frankly a very lazy comparison, even when people mean it as a compliment or a way to disparage Twilight or something like that. It's a very lazy comparison. Comparing Hunger Games to Twilight is like comparing Twilight to a good movie. Also, I will say it's a little unfair to compare it to Battle Royale as well. And yeah, even though that is a closer comparison, they do have kind of a similar plot device that the story evolves around, but the way the stories are told are quite different, frankly. What's cool, by the way, if you're sitting at home going, oh, I know so much more than everybody else does, this Hunger Games thing is just a rip-off, blah, 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 the real thing is Battle Royale. Hey, you know what? A lot more people know about Battle Royale now than they did a few months back. So, you know what? It's only helping. So, shut the fuck up. Hey, I have a movie review somewhere in here. Now, the story is basically, takes place in this non-specific future, where apparently there was a war that devastated pretty much everywhere. Where, of course, when there's a war, there's a victor, and boy, are they having fun with their power, aren't they? Not taking advantage at all. The way they keep control, well, actually, one of the ways they keep control of all the provinces is this kind of sacrificial Olympics thing called the Hunger Games, where two children of ages 12 to 18, one boy, one girl, are meant to take part and fight to the death. Fun. And one shall remain, and that should give people hope in some really, really, really unpleasant kind of gesture, to make people think that maybe there is something worth living, even though there isn't. Our story involves Katniss, and she is a daughter of a miner, dead miner, and she comes from this miner town. Her mother's kind of like broken morally, I think. Her sister is scared shitless that she will be brought into the Hunger Games. Now, when her sister is chosen by the lottery, she volunteers, and I believe, according to this film, she's the first volunteer to jump in on this. So, oh boy, that gets a lot of people's attention. Now, there's also the boy from her province, Peter, and Peter has had kind of a crush on her for quite some time. Meanwhile, she's already kind of digging this other guy. Fresh from, hot hunk, good-looking guy, avenue, or whatever the hell. But everything's kind of going on. They're going to take part in this the game. They're scared. They don't know whether to trust each other, and they're brought in, and they're coached by Woody Harrelson, who is a former winner of the Hunger Games. And he's looking worse for wear, apparently, because, winning the Hunger Games is like going to Vietnam all by yourself and coming back. And now he coaches kids to go do this, and I'm sure he's seen like a whole bunch of kids year after year get killed that maybe he had grown to care for. And, well, he's a little bit of a drunk. One of the things I like about this film is the fact that not everybody's totally into the idea. I mean, even in the society, even the high society that controls all, you can get the feeling from watching this film and the way it's presented that, yeah, you know what? There would, if this happened, there would be people who weren't totally into it. But, hey, it's tradition. We've done it 70 years. Let's keep doing it. We can't, like, you know, stop after all this time. Because after all, that means, you know, those kids that we've killed the last 70 years would, I don't know, died in vain. So let's keep killing. So should the Katniss and Peter, are they going to work together? Or are they going to, like, you know, try to kill each other? Oh, hey, he likes her. He's had a crush on her for the longest time. So you get the feeling that, oh boy, this is going to be trouble. He even admits it during the wonderful, like, pregame show. What's cool is this is treated almost with kind of a reality show Survivor kind of atmosphere, with people just... Stanley Tucci is the host of this show that covers a lot of it, and, you know, he does his best to kind of put it together in, you know, entertaining way. You get this weird distance that a lot of people in this society do. Well, I mean, I love the little moments like you see kids playing as if they're in the Hunger Games, but there's no fucking way they'd be in the Hunger Games, and they know it. Or maybe it just hasn't occurred to them, like, how horrible this is. But it's still kind of romanticized in certain sections of the society. And that's part of what the showbiz part of it is. It's really interesting in the way they put this together in that respect. Well, part of winning the Hunger Games is also dealing with the showbiz part. So that's what I'm going to call him Woody. I can't not call him Woody. But anyway, that's what Haymitch's job is, to try and get them to win over the public. And that is a big part of getting sponsors and getting people to help you out in this sort of giant holodeck-ish arena that doesn't look like, you know, the standard Roman kind of arena. I mean, it looks like a forest with several different, you know, areas and rivers, but it can be controlled completely from the control room. And, you know, they can, like, you know, cause fires and, you know, send, you know, ape, dog, monster things to chase after you and really kill you. So, you know, yeah, you have to worry about your own survival, other people trying to kill you, the other contestants, and, hey, you know, the holodeck may try to kill you too. So, how the fuck does anybody survive this? Well, Katniss is a bit of a survivor herself because she has sort of grown up, you know, hunting in the forest. So this is, of course, a very, very helpful aspect that really gets her through. But she finds partnerships among the group. Now, this is interesting because everybody's supposed to kill each other, but you do see groupings build. There's, like, kind of a scary group that kind of, like, seems to enjoy it a little too much. And then Katniss works with a younger girl named Rue, who they kind of bond pretty quickly. At the same time, you know, there's Peter, and, you know, there's sort of this, you know, possible romance between the two. But, you know, what's interesting is, I don't even know... Well, this is one of the advantages of not reading the book, because I don't know where the fuck it's going in the beginning. I don't know if they're going to try and kill each other then, or they're going to work together, or fall in love, or whatever. And the way they play the relationship in this film is just fantastic, the way they work it. And it's very believable. And that's one of the things I like so much. It's never written or acted in any kind of cartoony way. Donald Sutherland has a wonderful, understated role as President Snow, and his character could have been kind of big, but he really does play quiet, and menacing, and there's a lot of weight to his evil in this film. It's not in your face at all, and it is even in scenes he's not there, because he kind of controls this world. He's a representative of, you know, this government that's really kind of like just enforces in probably really scary ways. What's interesting is this film doesn't really have a specific time or date or even place. I mean, everybody's kind of American, but there's a European quality to it. So it's a good mix of kind of cultures that you really don't kind of get marred in, you know, any kind of like specific history that kind of might inform your feelings towards the film, except for what they present to you. So, very well done. And I have to say, I really do enjoy the fact that this is a young adult book, and yeah, aimed towards girls, but I understand boys have read it too, and adults have read it as well. So it's really interesting to show people, younger people, that, hey, you know, the rich and powerful in this world could take advantage and have these children sacrifice themselves of kind of people who aren't as powerful, but their kids are okay. So that's not a bad lesson to teach people, young and old. Well, I really enjoyed this film. I think it's really, really well done. It's probably the best film I've seen this year so far. So I'm going to give it 5 Ram chips. You should see it, if you haven't already. Push the button, Lindsay.